You one of them traditional people who put lotion on your whole body and you thorough about it. It take too much time for me.
I tell my girl all the time, I only put lotion on the parts that show. Like, first of all, you saving like money on lotion. You not lotioning your whole body. It's cold outside. I got to put lotion on my legs. Mm-hmm. And she be like, that's what your back be itching all the time. First of all, I'm fat. I couldn't reach my back in the first place to put lotion on it. So like, even if I was to put lotion on it. Anyway, all right. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Welcome back to another episode of the Will Hill Show. Today I got another one of my comedic homies, Mo Butta. Mo, tell the people who you are.
I am Mo Butta, also known as Morris Butterfield Jr. the Third.
Let's talk about real quick. I had Mo write his name on the board so people know who he are. Then he started drawing some shit. I thought it was a hat. Mo, would you care to explain this art piece here?
That actually is a plate of butter, a salsa of butter with a knife on it. I don't know where he got a hat, but now that I look at it, it do kind of look like one of them zoot suit hats from the 1920s.
I'm trying to tell him, but he say, no, it's a stick of butter. Where? Yeah. A stick of butter where?
Yeah, look like
not up on his board. I don't know what he talking about.
Looking for some jive turkey.
So, Mo, you consider yourself a comedian?
Yes, I am a comedian.
How long you been doing comedy?
Actually, I started performing on the stage like in high school.
Okay.
My high school story is not the best.
What do you mean?
Start or whatever the case may be.
Oh, you got to break that down. You can't you just can't just graze over that real quick.
All right. Well, like in high school, I used to do a lot of performing, like in the lunchroom. You know what I'm saying? About 13, 14
like
years
class
old.
Clown type stuff?
Yeah, a lot. You know, it was more of my nature, whatever the case may be, but that was my niche. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was the quiet kid in a new school, new neighborhood out in the hundreds.
Okay.
And in the Wild Hundreds.
I grew up in the Wild Hundreds.
Oh, yeah. No. Going to Finger High School.
Okay.
Seeing
R. I went to the J.
Seeing R. Kelly at 9 then, thinking he was just a few years older. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he's taking all the girls. I'm like, and honestly, by the time we had the talent show or whatever, I had a nice little reputation. But then everybody was telling me, getting the talent show, you make us laugh, all types of stuff. Now, I got up there, and there was a malfunction in the audio equipment, which is why I'm very glad that you check all your audio and make sure your video working well, because they didn't do this.
What happened?
It went out. I told some jokes. They was like, what was that? And I was like, this is this. And then I started trying to tell the jokes without the microphone. It was a bad situation all the way. I got booed off the stage. Now, mind you, I really didn't give a damn, because getting booed is getting booed. But it just made the sense of that I got into trying to make people laugh based on roasting. Right. That's how we got it is. At first, I was the quiet kid until somebody roasted me one too many times. And I had all this built up in me, and then I just started lighting everybody else up who even looked at me cross. And then, you know, once I got booed off the stage, you know, they tried to repay me that shit, all of it back, you know.
Wow.
So, you know what I'm saying? I left from that for a minute. And then maybe about 5-6 years later, Kennedy King College, they had their little open mic thing, did that for a hot second, had kids. Now I just really returned back to it, not knowing I was even going to try it again maybe like 3 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I didn't even realize it was 3 years that passed until I talked to you about, you asked me how long I've been doing it. I was like, it got to be a few months. And then I thought about it. I was doing it in Miami. And then when I got back here, I did it. And then this year and last year. So it's been
how'd you end up in Miami?
You know what? I went to Miami.
Hey, hold on. Anytime you hear somebody start a story like that,
you know what?
It's some bullshit. So some shit didn't have happened. See, what had happened was
really. The short version is that I ended up in Miami just to go somewhere different from Chicago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, you know, I did Miami all wrong.
What do you mean?
Because I went to Miami to try to be responsible. You don't go to Miami and try to do smart shit and try to build your life. in Miami. Goddamn it, this is not that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe have a family, some kids. No, that was the wrong place for that. And then I went to Miami and got homeless somehow. I sat up there and
Well,
picked
at least
up
it's a beautiful place to be homeless.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful if you in the right place. Like, if I'm sleeping on South Beach, then it's all right as long as I don't sleep in no duck shit. But if I'm like sleeping somewhere like in Overtown or North Miami, it's different. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? But I like the experience because it brought a lot out of me. You know what I'm saying?
If we can pause just real quick.
Clickety clack. All right.
All right, we back. I had to just make sure it's some shit, and we cool. All right, what we leave off? You was in Miami avoiding duck shit.
Yeah. And then, I just came on back home, didn't know when. It was like a New Year's Eve thing. But when I was down there in Miami, for whatever reason, the joy, the love of comedy, because I always love comedy. I enjoy being an audience member just as much as performing. I love comedy so much. And it just got awakened somewhere down there in Miami, South Beach or whatever. And for some reason, I started looking for places where I could maybe do an open mic here and there just for fun or whatever. And then as I start finding places to possibly perform, it just started awakening in me again, the joy of it. Not even necessarily trying to be successful or whatever, because whatever. Right now, I mean,
everybody sees success differently, so
yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just really, I just enjoy performing.
That's what's up. I mean, that's how I honestly started doing it. You know what I'm saying? Just being, I guess, me in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go try this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to Phil. I had Phil on last week, or 2 weeks ago. No, I had who? Was that
I think
Phil?
it was last week.
The last podcast, it was Phil.
Because I've been seeing clips here and there. I ain't quite sat down and listened to it.
One before Curtis. Phil was saying, he went to Riddles like a few times before he actually went on stage. I just went up there and did it. Like,
and I would have never guessed. I would have thought you had about as many years, if not more, under your belt.
Oh, no, I'm only like a year in. That's coming up on a year. Man. I'll be trying.
Bro.
What was your first joke? Remember your first
joke? I'm sure my first joke had more to do with something related to my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Because I used to make all types of little jokes and funny songs concerning them. The first one I can remember is my little sister. Her name is Tasha, and I used to make little songs, theme songs.
That's just the name.
Out of her name, and it'd be something like the Tasha Nasha. The Tasha Nasha, whee! The Tasha Nasha be right back after these messages. Something stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? And I just, most of my early jokes as a kid had more to do with making little funny songs, like a little black Weird Al Yankovic. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, maybe acting out, pantomiming, little funny stuff, and just a bunch of stuff.
Oh no, I mean it's all
impressions, good. Like I've been incorporating Sesame Street and the Muppets into my
dude. I like that bit that you do when you was you used to be able to see their whole body. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Hey y'all, that laugh right there. Every Monday night at Riddles, everybody go get on stage just to make Mo Butta laugh, because you can hear it through the whole entire. What would you call it?
The theater.
Sure. I don't think Riddles would call it that. But
I bet you they put enough money into the one to be called that.
Bullshit. Them bullshit ass stickers.
They take them letters back up there
right,
twice.
They ain't spend no money up in no fucking Riddles. Fuck out of here. Hey, fuck out of here. Nah.
2 layers of paint.
Shit, I don't think it was that. I think it was 1 layer, then touch-ups. Right. I can still see it. Clean up right now.
Because I remember the background on the stage used to be bluish, grayish, and then they went black again. At first they was we wanted to go gray, but we gonna leave it like this, and then they went
No, I like the remodel though.
Yeah, I love
over and above all, you know what I'm saying? I like the remodel. All right, fuck it. Let's go ahead and jump right into the bullshit. Mm-hmm. Talk about this man, Lil Nas X.
Oh yeah.
And his devil shoes.
He got some devil shoes. He got some some Air Max Devil editions.
You know he getting sued for that. Well, the company who made the shoes is getting sued by Nike for that.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's crazy.
I think it's. I don't know. I think it's publicity.
You know what would be funny? What I think it'd be funny. Like, what if Lil Nas X is the actual Antichrist? Like,
well, that's one way to start, I guess.
If you know what I'm saying, like, because they always say, the mark of the beast, people gonna be having it on their body, it's supposed to be like on your forehead, right? But it's a start on your shoes.
I guess, but what's kind of hard for me to accept that exactly all the way is that the devil know how the world is. I don't think he gonna choose a black man.
Damn, we can't.
Black lives don't matter to everybody in this. I think he was really start with a solid white man somewhere, maybe.
And we can't even be chosen to be the Antichrist, yo.
No,
God damn.
Real, we gonna show up late, goddamn, for the end of the world.
Shit, hey, you right. Hey, shit. I mean, the world's supposed to end. What was the Mayan calendar? 2018 or
2012 or 2020.
I thought it was like 2018. The Mayan calendar had. Maybe it was 2012. The Mayan calendar had ended, and like that was supposed to be the end of the world. And I'm like, yeah, the devil black for real. Like if this is supposed to be it, you know what I'm saying? Like
it depends. You never know how many months they had on the Mayan calendar.
I always thought, like, what if they just got what if the man just got tired? I was like, I'm done. I'm not finna keep making dates. Like, y'all know how this shit go by now. Like,
you see what happened with 2000? What the year 2000? 2K, Y2K.
Yeah.
Everybody was preparing and having orgies because they thought they weren't gonna be able to do no fucking no more.
Wait, what?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was doing everything they was scared to do in 1998 and 1999. On that day before the years changed, and then everything was fine. And now it was a lot of regrets for that whole next year in the year 2000.
Come January 2nd,
right?
Shit.
That's why motherfuckers was, by the time 2001 came, we had 9/11. But I think the motherfuckers who did that, they had some shit they did on 1999, December the 31st, that they wasn't expecting to live through. So, you know what I'm saying?
You agreed to do it, they go, shit.
That's that. Now I gotta fly a plane into a building.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think we was gonna make it this far. This goddamn Mayans.
It was good enough to make motherfuckers be nice to each other for about 2 weeks. I remember everybody was nice to each other because we was in this together. Then when we found out that we wasn't, we was back to the same shit.
Nah. All right, back to Lil Nas X. So it's supposed to have a drop of human blood in the shoe. Yeah. Is that like each shoe? Or
it don't really say, but it say they confirmed that they got it from the MSCH, whatever mischief, whatever name company is. They got it from their employees and they put drop of blood.
Oh wait, so I thought they just got the shit from a blood bank or some shit.
So it's a mixture of blood and like a drop of blood, but with
red dye, right? Yeah, that shit crazy. Like, okay, I got a whole other theory about Lil Nas X for real. I think he's only like gay because he wants to be famous. Like when Old Town Road came out, I felt like if he was this like open and positive about himself, he wouldn't have been talking about boobies. You want dick? Why you?
I mean, he wouldn't be the first.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm just saying though. Like if he was, he pretty much saying he didn't change. That's how he felt this whole entire time, right? Which is fine. I have no problem with nobody's sexual orientation. It's not mine. I can care less. And so, so I'm like, he did Old Town Road. It honestly was not supposed to be like a kid song, but it took the world by storm and stayed #1 for the most amount of time and all this other stuff. And then like he's like, oh yeah, I'm gay. And I'm like, I'm thinking, all right, somebody in his camp like put him up to it. Somebody was just like, you know what, it'd be perfect. Let's capitalize on your fame and let's say you're gay, right? He could be gender fluid or whatever. He could be bisexual, whatever the case may be.
See his old videos and then you realize, because I never heard him until the Old Town Road thing. So I look at his old little snaps and social media posts. we might get a different. We might get the story that damn, he really is gay. Nah, he's not gay for play.
Yeah.
Gay
for pay.
Gay for pay.
Yeah, no, because I think he is. I think all this shit that he's doing is like, I want to say in desperation to be famous. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's already famous.
First of all, he shouldn't still be famous. Let's be real. He should be honestly a one-hit wonder because none of his other music fucking.
The little outside girl shouldn't still be famous.
You're right. But she's a girl. Guys are more in tune to keep women more famous than guys. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because there's women out here who are famous only because they look good. That's it. That's all. At least Kim Kardashian had a sex tape. You know what I'm saying, to be famous. You know what I'm saying? Her parents was also like a part of the reason she's famous. But then we got all these love and hip hops, all these Real Housewives. They famous only because they had a decent body. True. Because you fuck somebody who is famous, and again, or you just got a decent looking body and you're famous. Ain't no dudes out here really famous because they only look good. Except the one dude, the prison bae. Except him.
I mean,
and even now you don't hear shit about him. He models.
Because he got married.
Yeah, he got him some white bitch.
On the real, I think she like a billionaire.
Yeah. No, he got him some white bitch. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, he's not mainstream. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's the point I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Lil Nas X had one song that accidentally went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it was unexpected. And honestly, you know what? I was going to say something, but I don't. When I said it in my head, I don't agree.
Don't censor yourself.
No, because I was gonna say like I don't think it would have took off if Billy Ray Cyrus didn't hop on it, but
it did.
It was no, it was already
twice. Remember?
No, it was already going before Billy Ray got on it. That's how it hit his radar because they were playing it in country bars. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, "Shit, let me help." You know what I'm saying? He's seen a path of success and decided to hop on it and get on it too. I think it would have hit the same notoriety without Billy Ray Cyrus.
You think so?
He ain't that fucking famous neither.
I mean, but Billy Ray, if you gonna get somebody to sing some cowboy music, Billy Ray Cyrus ain't a bad way to go.
No,
because everybody know Achy Breaky Heart.
And that one hit wonder.
I'm just saying,
one hit wonder.
When that one hit is strong, like that's like 35 years ago. Achy Breaky Heart came out. We still know the name and can probably sing it and do the dance. Achy Breaky Heart is a hit. Now I can see what you're saying. But what would you rather have? Like 10 like small ass hits that's just cool in one city here and there, or one mega hit that you can at least come back. Yeah. But we talking about fame. We ain't talking about eating. Fame and eating ain't necessarily
you did say
one
eating.
Another. You know what I'm saying? So success don't necessarily equal fame, and fame don't necessarily equal success. So
110%.
Like if he trying to be famous, I don't think he need to do no more for fame. But I do understand that he may want to leverage what he has done into something else.
Who we talking about?
Lil Nas X.
Okay.
He might want to leverage that into something else that he might be doing. And by the time you get through, from what I hear about all these Hollywood parties, you never know. Your mind might be changed from a few things by the time you done. You know what I'm saying? From what I hear, I ain't heard, but I don't even want to go to L.A. I'd rather go to Las Vegas where they know they got some fucked up shit going on and just lose my money, come back. But you know what I'm saying? L.A., I hear there's a lot of good stuff to happen, but if it's trying to change you into something else in order to make it, I don't know if I'm necessarily trying to be on the run to L.A.
No, okay. I hear you, but I think with this latest stunt, he closed more doors than he opened.
You think so?
100%. 100%. I have not. I've just seen clips.
I think what it is I think he's opened more doors towards what this whole industry is, because it's ran by old white men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, from what it seemed like from the top to the bottom, it seemed like old white men have this thing about emasculating black males anyway.
I think
you know
anybody in the industry, they
right.
emasculate anybody underneath them.
Right. So from that particular goal, I don't think that he's closed those doors to the masses who might want him to be exactly that. You know what I'm saying?
But I think we live in a slightly different world, right?
So?
Just slightly because of the internet. And because the power of actual people like fans and stuff could change the mind of a fucking executive. You know what I'm saying? They might be in the Illuminati or whatever, and then they trying to push some type of agenda. But if it's largely not accepted, they won't do it. They in it to make money at the end of the day. And if Lil Nas X is no longer widely acceptable, what is his use? You know what I'm saying?
I don't see a lot of people like rejecting him though.
I think so. Because Old Town Road, bro, he was doing kids parties. Doing Old Town Road. You know what I'm saying? He was in elementary schools doing that shit. And granted, that was not his intent. He said that shit. It was not meant to be a kid song. Listen, no, he talk about lean and boobies. You know what I'm saying? For real. But he did it and did the same lyrics everywhere he went. It was widely accepted. And I think a lot of people didn't know what lean was. So it just rhymed. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they kids like it. You don't have to explain to your 4-year-old what lean is because they just singing the song. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean.
These kids nowadays know it.
I was going to say, they probably already know what it is anyway.
It was that, and probably drinking lean shit at the same time listening to it.
But no, so he was widely accepted for that. He was touring. He did the shit with the little yodel kid. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that no more. You the devil boy now.
It's gonna stop him.
You ain't finna get booked for no more kids parties.
Because I've been seeing a lot of people talking about the devil like openly or whatever the case may be.
Do it matter to put it in context that at the end he kills the devil?
Is that what happens? I ain't watched the video.
No, I don't think it matters. No,
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
does the means justify the end? No, to me it does not. Because you have to see what's being pushed forward, what's being talked about, what is the takeaway, right?
Yeah.
But is that his fault or the audience fault for not paying attention?
Both. You should have portrayed yourself in a better light where they could have took that. And he's been on press runs, you know, that he's not pushing that forward. Like you told me a little while ago, he know how to work the internet. So he's going to do stuff to get the internet buzzing, which he does right now. Yeah. He's most definitely in the spotlight, but for the wrong reason. And he kills the devil, and what happened? He become an angel or what? He killed the devil to become the devil? What is, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what is, maybe I need to watch it. I'll probably watch it after this and get a full scope. But what I'm saying is what's being portrayed to everybody is him giving the devil a lap dance. And now you got these devil shoes that you're not endorsed by Nike. Like, now you bring, because if he'd have did that, because they had Jesus Nikes of the same brand, the same Air Max 97s. They had the Jesus ones. And Nike ain't suing nobody. Did Nike do those? Can you look that up real quick? I don't know if Nike did those. I don't think so. But
no,
right. But they didn't. Did they sue them? No, that's a positive fucking light. You know what I'm saying? And they probably wouldn't have sued the people who did Lil Nas X if it wasn't so much backlash. They'd have just let them have their little money. You know what I'm saying? But Nike sued them because Nike has to now separate themselves from that. You know what I'm saying? And when you see stuff like that, you think Nike the only people separating themselves from him?
I mean, I think,
bro, if I had to kill 1,000 people to save 10,000, you think people gonna look at me in a good light? No. And if I had to kill those people in front of everybody and don't tell you why I'm doing it, no, I'm not going to be looked at in a good light. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me the means justify the end.
I'm not saying it does.
No, I was just saying because he was saying like at the end, you know, he killed the devil. To me, it does not fucking matter. Yeah. If you got to get a devil lap dance in front of everybody to kill him and don't even say why, you know what I'm saying? Like again, I didn't watch it, so I am very much mainstream biased to what information has been pushed out upon me.
So Nike did not have anything to do with those pair of shoes beforehand.
Right, the Jesus ones.
Right. So, in fact, the reason that Nike is suing is because of negative backlash.
That's it. That's all. Because you could purchase shoes and customize them yourself. You know what I'm saying? What you bought the shoes? Who cares? But with the negative backlash, only thing people know is they're a pair of Nike Air Maxes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you have to keep your persona, somewhat clean. And I think Lil Nas X fucked that up.
I mean, you would think so, but I think back like when Jerry Springer used to be out. And it used to be having all types of crazy stuff on it. he was like, Jerry Springer is ruining society and all this other type of stuff.
I remember that.
Now you look around and you see most things in real life is like Jerry Springer. You know what I'm saying? And
I think
the effect of it is, I think long term when it comes to marketing, when you look at negativity does sell, because anything you can get attention, you can draw interest. Anything you can draw interest, you can draw desire. Anything you draw desire, you can make a sale on. And you know, if you got a lot of maybe different thinking type of people out here who, let me think about the devil. You know what I'm saying? It's a marketing thing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, whatever his beliefs are, or his lifestyle, aside from everything, that's why when I see it, I process it, and I'm be like, okay, I have enough discipline not to have no strong opinion about it.
Right.
I don't, because that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? That's the marketing strategy is to
bring as much attention.
Yeah, it's
right.
to elicit a strong emotion one way or another.
Right.
Just like 50 Cent says, you know what I'm saying? If you not gonna love me, then I want you to hate me. You know
right.
what I'm saying? To elicit a strong emotion, because whatever strong emotion is gonna cause you to have an action that's gonna benefit me in the long run.
Right.
And that's really what it is. This is just
I hear you. I get it, and I you know, there's a saying that all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, that's
but people also say all publicity is not good publicity. You know what I'm saying? I think he's still gonna make his money in the short run, but I just think he closed a lot of future opportunities.
Yeah, probably traditional ones, but he might be making some new ones. And
we'll see.
Be.
I mean, I could be wrong.
I'm trying to be objective here, because
I hear you. I'm down to be wrong. No, I play devil advocate all day, so you're fine.
Yeah,
but
I bet you do too now. Devil advocate means you gonna get a discount on them devil shoes.
I'm not afraid to be wrong. Yeah,
right.
It is what it is. I just want the man to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see any black man win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and as far as he's concerned, like I trying to look at it, even though he may do some things I don't agree with for myself. You know what I'm saying? I trying to be just objective or whatever, and hope because I remember being in my 20s too. There's a bunch of stuff in my 20s. You know what I'm saying, that I can recall, okay, not having figured out and just doing stuff and all this other type of stuff. When you in your 20s, you in your 20s. Like we got to get people they do in their 20s, because me in my 20s, I don't never want to go back. I couldn't figure out nothing until I got to 31. So, you know what I'm saying? Giving him and all these young people who experiencing successes that we probably haven't experienced at that same level at that age, I just say let young folk grow so they can grow into their best self, instead of necessarily, I'm not going to look at this man and be like, okay, this way he was at it. How old is he? Like 20, 21?
I don't know.
So he's something like that. But then you never know what might come out of this experience as long as he get through it, something greater than we expected, as opposed to this. So, you know what I'm saying? I wish him the best.
No, I mean, at the end of the day,
absolutely.
That's what I hope for the man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. All right, I guess we're done with that. All right, let's move on to the next subject, Mr. Derrick Jaxn.
Ooh.
You know about what he got going on?
I've heard. I ain't necessarily looked all into his business, but it's kind of hard to avoid it at this point, because man, you know, it was some people waiting on him to mess up. Cause
I mean, I think Derrick Jaxn serves his purpose and is going to continue to serve his purpose. Yeah. I've watched some of his videos before. Just I like hearing different perspectives. You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
So I watched some of his videos before, and although I don't agree with everything, I can see how some people will, right? And it is what it is. Whoever gains any information to better themselves from what he's saying, you know, more power to him. Now, I wasn't hoping for a downfall for Derrick Jaxn, but a lot of people was.
I wasn't either.
I thought that was strange, though. Everybody was like, "Oh, we knew it. We knew it." What?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you see a fire going on and you see somebody throwing gasoline on to something,
yeah.
And I've seen it's almost as if he's been that person and now it's being done to him. So, like, as far as I'm concerned, Derrick Jaxn,
I feel like he could avoid a lot of this by coming out front with it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, or not, or just at least being objective, because there are some points that I've heard him say that are objective and not just pandering towards one side or another. That you can tell he's an intelligent person.
Right.
You can tell he's a thinking person. You can tell he has a valuable context and a perspective on things. Mm-hmm. But when you can tell that somebody is saying something that
being
only a certain right, you know what I'm saying, and that's not how real life go, and you just saying some stuff. I ain't know this man was married.
Yeah.
You know, until this happened.
Yeah, I mean, he do all his videos in his car.
Oh, the real. You ain't even talking about your wife. You talking about every other black woman in the world, but that ain't your wife.
You know what made me realize why a lot of people dislike him?
Right.
So they played the video over and over again, right? Him sitting there with his wife, holding her hand. Everybody is making their own analysis of the video, or whatever the case may be. And then somebody played a clip back of him talking about Kevin Hart. And I was like, this motherfucker. And he was like, he was like, oh, if you go talk about it, then talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man. I feel like it was different. Kevin Hart had to give a public statement because they was trying to extort him. You know what I'm saying? So he had to come out publicly and be like, look, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to let these people win because I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And then Derrick Jaxn sat there, then talked about it, then talking about he don't accept his apology. Kevin Hart don't have to apologize. He wasn't
apologizing to you.
He ain't apologizing to you, right? So then you get on here and do the same thing. And what blew my mind, like for real, is when my man did a reaction to his own video. What are you doing?
In the third person?
Yeah. Like, bro, how more fake can you be?
He had to do something.
To me, quite honestly, to me, now it all feels like a publicity stunt. I'm going to be 100% honest. It sounds like a publicity stunt for his wife to get on now. Because now she's doing videos.
Really?
Sitting there. You know what I'm saying? She's doing her own little standalone. So you telling me somebody who's made a living doing videos, talking to people, I mean, he's a life coach or some shit in his regular life, whatever the case may be, but we only know him from him doing videos. You telling me now there's not space for his wife to do videos?
Yeah, there's always a market for something.
Listen, when she did like her third video, I was like, this is what this was about. She was tired of sitting in the house watching him do videos
in the car,
and he was like, "Bitch, I can."
You see, notice he wasn't never in the house. He was doing all them videos he did in the car. Like, I don't want her to hear this shit. Help you. This is some good advice, but she don't need to know.
While you folding clothes.
Yeah, you gotta respect your woman. You ain't hear that, did you?
not you. Not you.
This is for them.
Everybody else. Let's quit looking at the world. We talking about us.
For real. And then it's the messed up part about it. How you gonna cock block every other black man in the world while you sitting out there getting house pussy and outside pussy? That don't make no sense to me. That just make you a cock blocker. You a hater, man. You don't need to do that. You ain't need to do that. You need to stop somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you doing the same stuff you talking, and that's where I think there's this disconnect. Like, dudes need to stop doing this to one another. You know what I'm saying? Because women then learn, they come together, they talk about men together.
All day long.
You know what I'm saying? They set up dudes together. They try to find out what a dude gonna do together.
They friend gonna make a fake page.
Right.
They gonna use one of their other friend pictures that he ain't met.
It be us dudes. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you, be acting like the females used to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now be talking about, oh, that dude ain't got enough money. Oh, that dude can't do no fucking. Oh, that dude ain't gang. You don't want this. I'm like, where did this come from? This competition between males. Like, yeah, if we got competition, like, all right, I drive up in one car, you drive up in one car, maybe. I ain't finna sit up there and talk about, see, his car is only V6, it ain't even V8.
Hey, I had a girl treat my life because I rode with my homie. Yeah. We went to a club, And we pulled up. Shit, we was being smart. We fucking carpool. I rode with him. You know what I'm saying? I had my own car at the time. But what the fuck we both got to drive for? So we get there. We have a good time talking to bros outside the parking lot. My homie was like, "Hey, you ready to go?" I'm like, "Shit, yeah, I'm finna go. Hey, let me get your number." She go, you rolling your best friend car? What are you, scrub? I don't want no scrub hanging out the passenger side of your best friend. Bitch,
How long ago was this?
A while ago.
Scrub? God damn, I ain't even
Motherfucker will still pull that shit out. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
It was crazy. It was crazy because it was his mama car. Bitch, I had my own car. I just didn't drive. Like, and you gonna try to get down on me like that? Like, you goofy bride. Like,
she bet on the wrong image. That's what it was. She ain't know
goofy.
no better.
I was so mad because she was loud. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Everybody in the park. I'm like, yo, let's go, man. Pull off. Why you still sitting here? She roasted my ass. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
You should have asked for a number and let her cool down.
fuck that.
You never know. You got to give hope a chance.
You think Derrick Jaxn go bounce back from this?
Yeah,
Is he gonna continue
as
to-
long as he stay determined. I mean, you can bounce back from anything if you're determined. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. Cancel culture, they cancel some shit.
I mean, look, let me tell you something, man. What's his name? C.K. Lewis. He is performing again to resounding crowds, and it's still the pandemic going on. You know what I'm saying? He bounced back. He took a little time off, went back on stage after, which I don't even think he should have necessarily been canceled. No way, because he was whacking off, and he was whacking off in front of staff, but he told staff, "I'm finna whack off in my dressing room." You know what I'm saying? And he waited a minute, and they stayed. So all I'm trying to say, if you the center of the attention and you in your place of attention, and you telling people who you got attention that you might want to change your attention to somewhere else,
right.
and you stay, that sounds like you bought a ticket to me. But they canceled them for that. So like anything a man can do, and you can do, I guess that can be passed along as anything. But at this particular point in time, how come sometimes the stuff that a man do, if a woman or a child do it, it ain't so bad? Have you ever noticed that? I mean, we gotta have some equity or what? All right, so if it's gonna be any of us are wrong, then we all wrong. This is why I don't like judging people.
Right.
Not so much because I'm holier than thou, or that I think I'm better than or less than anybody. It's that anytime you judge somebody, that shit come right back to you like a boomerang. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like the stuff you judging somebody for, you thinking you hurting somebody else, but really you just reminding yourself what you need to fix about you. You know what I'm saying? So then when you don't fix it, and then the judgment start coming for you, it find a home. So like, even if I don't agree with you, or it's something that I would not do, or whatever the case may be, I'll learn not to be judgmental, or at least cut it down to a bare minimum.
No, man, it's like everybody lives life differently. You know what I'm saying? So things that you might find repulsive is normal in another culture. You know what I'm saying? But I think man in general has become public enemy number one. I mean, I feel like I talk about population so much here. I mean, women outnumber men, 7-1 across the whole entire world. So we're the minority.
Yes, we are.
So when we do disgusting acts like that, what do you expect to happen?
Damn, I didn't even realize we a double minority in this.
Right off top. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, the men, forever will be on top when it comes to power and status. Just
Do you think
the way,
so? Because it don't look like too many men, even the most powerful men.
First, the white man is never going to let a female be on top. No.
I don't know now.
No.
No.
Just never. If the Illuminati is real, I'm pretty sure it's the male leader.
But he affected by his wife and daughters, I bet you.
Oh, 100%.
Like super affected.
I mean, that's because as men, everything we've done and accomplished has been for pussy.
Yeah, hey, I
Every
agree.
single thing. Every single civilization.
Glad you know the truth.
Every single civilization has only gotten better because of women.
Yeah, 'cause that's all we really doing it for.
My
Get
man-
some pussy somewhere.
My man in the Stone Age went from sleeping outside to a cave because the woman was cold.
Yeah.
Fuck you mean? We probably still be sleeping outside. Like,
And when the conversation got too long, he knocked her over the head with a club.
he didn't kill her though.
He ain't
He
kill
didn't
her.
kill her.
But that's enough for the night, huh?
Night, bitch. But nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, bro, if it wasn't for pussy, I probably wouldn't have this place. I probably still live with my mama. For what? I moved out here to get
is that
laid,
why?
bro.
That must be why I ain't getting no pussy. Cause I'm still riding a bike from my mama's house in this bitch.
And then, like, you know, we do all these compliments in pursuit of pussy. You know what I'm saying? You get a job. You want a decent job. For what? To eat? You don't need a decent. You just need an okay job to eat. You need a decent job to impress women. The fuck you mean?
That was the point. Yeah.
Right. You want to make more money, essentially, because of the pursuit of pussy. Just call it for what it is.
Honestly.
Then, you know, you get a job. Then, okay, now you can take the bitch out to eat. How you gonna get there? Now I need a car. You know what I'm saying? So now you go work some more, get a car for what? The pursuit of fucking pussy. You know what I'm saying? Then you get, like I said, you get you a car, then the house. Then you have kids to keep the lady happy. You know what I'm saying? And
So-
the cycle continues.
So we just had a descriptive flow chart described by Mr. Hill about how to get pussy, which I should be making. I should be writing down notes because apparently I have forgotten all these details.
Don't get me wrong, it's shit in between, like personality, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? Every time I get it, then that ain't important. Like, I had a job, a car, a house that was too big for me, and I wasn't getting as much pussy. Now, I don't mind you. I wasn't really chasing it, and plus, I got too many rules. I got too many rules
What's
for
the
me
rules,
to get
Mo?
pussy. Like,
What's the rules, Mo? Break down the
the rules is I don't fuck with no married women.
Okay.
No more.
That's a morality thing.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, you say no more.
No more. But the only time I done fucked with married women was by mistake. These women
by deception. So
yeah,
not by choice.
Like most of the So it's like they flirting with me like they all single and shit, talking about you ain't gonna get none. I was like, I wasn't even trying.
Hey, have y'all heard about the thing with the anklet?
What anklet?
So apparently, like when women wear anklet, that means they're in a relationship but open have sex.
Really? I didn't know that.
That's what I've heard.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only one? You ever heard that, Curtis?
Anklets.
You gonna look it up? Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead with the rules, Mo.
And the other rule, like I try not to fuck with nobody relationship in general, like if they in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, because you know what, I figure like you never know how
I feel
serious
like that should be a given. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, it should be a given, but it seems like ain't no rules out here to me. I also try not to get involved with somebody that I know we ain't matching each other's how much we like each other.
Right.
Because like you might like me way more than I like you, or I might like
That's the
you
problem for
way
you?
more than you like. Yeah, because eventually somebody gonna stop liking each other earlier than the other. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be still liking somebody and then they stop and you ain't found out and now you looking at them and they making faces and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to figure it out. Do we still, if you got to ask somebody, do we still like each other? You know what I'm saying? Then that's not, you want to have at least equal energies towards one another.
all right, hold on. Did you find something? Yes. Oh shit! Hold on. What it say?
Now, just to be clear, black women apparently, like Urban Dictionary, we gonna say black. That's not the case.
No, okay.
So I'm gonna assume other cultures.
Okay.
What? An anklet is seen by many as a sign that the lady is interested in sexual encounters with others. Worn under stockings will indicate that the sex must be safe. Condom worn. While over the stocking indicates that she prefers bareback, no condom.
What?
Now the source is askinglot.com. Don't know how legit they are, but that's what this
So
is.
how do you wear an open anklet on your
No, over the stocking or under
over
the
the stocking?
Yeah.
So you got to buy stockings to make sure they know that,
I mean,
you want to wear bareback? What the fuck?
It sounds a little dated.
Yeah,
Women don't wear stockings that much.
not as much.
This one is saying wearing an anklet with a heart on your left ankle could be a
Okay, this is getting too
See,
specific.
that's too many damn rules. I already got more rules than I need.
But again, it was a saying at some point is what I was. Okay, anyway, back to the rules, Mo.
And another rule is, I ain't gonna lie to you. I try. You know what? One of my rules is like each time I like to aim high. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like after a bad relationship or going after somebody, you know what I'm saying, that probably didn't go as well. I don't want to settle for lower than what I was going after, or so after every failure, I'm reaching higher than I did the last time, and that really, you know what I'm saying, you know, your lifestyle got to match the shit that you reaching for sometime, because if I can't...
What Life Jenna say, don't be a nickel out here looking for a dime.
I'm trying to tell you, and I've been finding a lot of quarters on the concrete way that I can't pick up. My fingers is too nuts stubby. On the real.
Yeah, bottom of the jar, you can't quite reach them, huh?
On the real. But you know what I'm saying? I got rules because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm more of the I'm a amorous kind of fella. You know what I'm saying? I usually, when I'm dating and I like somebody, after a while or whatever, I like seeking a steady relationship. And I don't know, sometimes a lot of women are not for me or whatever, but I'm usually the coupling type of guy. Now, I done coupled with the wrong mate, as it were, quite a few times, so it makes me a little bit more, I don't know, hesitant.
You believe in like
sometimes.
soulmates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe that a couple of souls can mate. You know what I'm saying? And their energy and their wants and their desires or whatever the case may be. But I think, you know, as far as it being happening, is like, are people really clear about what they want? You know what I'm saying? Are they clear about who they are and stuff like that? And I always try to examine myself on that too, because everything changes every day.
Oh yeah, I you know, change is inevitable.
Yeah.
And perpetual.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, you know, it's hard to, you know, stay the same. You have to grow. You're going to grow, whether you want to or not. Your views, your body is all going to continue to grow. You're going to continue to change. How you see things, stuff around you is changing. So you have to, you know, continue to change your perspective, because if I still was living in 2006, I'm wearing a big ass T-shirt, just the bow jeans. You know what I'm saying? I'll be looked at kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or you be
I'm
looked
still
at
walking
as
around
vintage.
talking about off the chain and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know, some people are still pulling that off, though.
Nah, that shit. That shit you have to be perceptive of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
What
got
about
any other
you?
rules?
What about you?
Like
You got
rules?
some rules?
Yeah. And it's, you know, I want to say progressing, but I need somebody opinionated. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to have your own opinion. She does. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's crazy.
You have to have your own opinion. That's just point blank. Period.
Yeah.
I can't be able to steamroll over you. You know what I'm saying? Because I will. If you allow me to, I will. We've had other like guests and stuff, and like just sitting here, I know my personality. If you let me overtalk you, I'm going to overtalk you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just straight up. If you don't have a solid opinion, I would sit here and move you off your fucking opinion just to fuck because I can. And we have seen that.
All right. Well, I don't think we got nothing to worry.
Nah, you good. That's, you know, it's a thing of, you know, just picking who I'm around. You know what I'm saying?
Because I be
like,
talking.
I know. That's why I asked you to come here and talk. But no, I always make a joke because I like me a thick woman. And I'm like, yo, if my titty's bigger than yours, we can't talk though.
True. I feel you.
I got to think about ankles. I'm not a foot guy, but if you got a cankle, it's a problem. If I can't see your ankle, I don't know why. It's just strange to me. Like,
I mean, sometimes you got to know when the legs stop and the foot begins.
Yeah, I got to have some type of, I got to be able to see something. God damn.
I feel you.
So,
I bet you they ain't wearing no ankle bracelets to let you know that they open for business.
No anklets.
Oh, the real. That's a whole neck chain on your foot.
Oh, we got a necklace as an anklet. You hear this man?
Ain't no charm by the toe and everything.
You hear this man? I got a necklace for your anklet. Fat leg ass.
There ain't no air in between them motherfuckers.
No, okay. I guess this be like the last thing. We coming up on our time here. I had made a statement at work the other day, and I was like, I feel like as a collective, we haven't progressed past high school. Anytime you go to a workplace, anytime you go to like a workplace, there's some gossip, some drama. Everybody always say, "Damn, is this still high school?" And I'm like, yo, this is everywhere you go. Everywhere you go is just like high school. So I'm like, just treat it as that. You know what I'm saying? Well, continue to do you. That's what you did, right? You continue to be yourself, and you made it fucking past high school. But you got to realize whenever there's a grouping of people, it's going to be just like high school.
Yeah.
You had something to say?
I mean, I was just going to say that's exact. Ever since I graduated from high school, that is the exact thing that I've been thinking. Like, because I remember going through high school, because I went through so many changes, and I think I was about 6 or 7 people by the time I graduated high school. And by the time I graduated, you know what I'm saying, I was like, I can't wait to graduate high school and be an adult.
Dumbest shit you ever
with
said.
These other adults and shit, acting adultish. And it just seemed like nobody grew the fuck up.
Nope.
By the time I got to 20, it was 50-year-olds that was more immature than me. Gossiping like you said, and lying on you for nothing, and smoking more than I was. I was like, okay, what is going on? Ain't nobody being responsible. But like I said, the year 2000, people got stuck in that mode. You know what I'm saying? When you get afraid that everything finna end, you watch people inhibitions just fly right out the motherfucking screen though, and some of them motherfuckers got stuck that way and they never came back. Like when motherfuckers start smoking what's Flocka and shit like that, you know, that was some shit.
What's that?
No, it's like a rock salt. It's rock salt or some shit. The Flocka shit.
Is that the shit that turn people's skin hard or some shit?
No, it turned them into zombies or some shit, like off of
bath salts.
Yeah, bath salts. Yeah,
they call it Flocka. Well, you was in
yeah,
Miami.
Flocka.
So
I ain't seen nobody on Flocka. Not that nobody that admitted to it. Now I done went to some of the real tough areas down there, but I ain't know who was on Flocka. But there was motherfuckers doing that, and they smoking rock salt. And so I say that's a leftover from like motherfuckers just got so fucking high and they never came down and they still think they finna die, all that other type of stuff. When you got something to look forward to, you kind of just like when I had a threesome and it was the most. I didn't need to do it. Just
talk about it. Fuck out of here. fuck out of here. Like he gonna say that shit and just like not talk about it.
All right, that's why if we can fit it in, it was just the most like, cause first of all, it snuck up on me in the middle of the day. I was not.
The threesome in the middle of the day.
I was not, and this is about 15 years ago. It just snuck up on me in the middle of the day. And you know what I'm saying? Old girl was like, yeah, I got my girl over here, and she got her girl over here, and all right, I was like, okay, let's do it. And it was just because I like focusing on one woman in the bed, because I know what I can do with my focus. But when I got to go this titty, that titty, you know what I'm saying? That neck, that neck, you know what I'm saying? Finger here, finger there, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know who, because the oohs and the ahs is getting mixed in, and I don't know who is getting satisfied in this motherfucker.
You look like a DJ, didn't he?
Yeah, he was like, and I wasn't doing nothing but just disappointing 2 bitches at the same time. That's all I was, just disappointing 2 bras in the bed. And so, you know what I'm saying? That way, I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave a pin in this. I'm gonna maybe try this again later. But let me make sure I can satisfy a whole woman by herself, because it's been a while. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe we'll work up to that if that's what she want to do later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't worrying about all the strange tales. I'm trying to have me some regular ass sex. Now I want to do some strange things, but just me and you. Let's create ourselves a little narration, a narrative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then once we build our sexual history, we can add some more to that shit. I don't need to jump
build
straight.
a foundation?
Right. I don't need to jump straight to some extra shit like toys and swings and shit. I know how to pick you up and fuck you on the wall. Let me do that first. Let me do that first.
Hey, Kurt, did you jumping right into a threesome? No, you gotta build that
Bruh,
foundation.
I couldn't say no though, cause I don't know how many times I'm gonna get offered.
Man.
I'd rather take that chance and fuck up that first time and be like, and come back 20 years later and then let's try it.
I'll fucking hit them up. Hey.
Yeah, you know.
Something's gonna be every day or some shit.
No, not every day.
I'll put you like this: if I know I'm slapped off the henny,
That henny dick.
fuck it, we
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, the liquor make a difference. That liquor make a difference.
It's so funny though because like I feel like black people and white people have a different. I feel like black people and white people have a different relationship when it comes to liquor and sex.
Yeah.
Because, you know, white people, they call it whiskey dick. That mean they dick ain't working.
Really?
But we say henny dick. That mean that bitch. Fuck a blue chew.
I don't know, man. It's been a while, bro. I have completely sold out and committed to this pornography shit. This shit got my nose wide the fuck open. And then you know what's
They'll
so
be like,
fucked up?
our man Tom Feedback. Call
Man,
them the girls.
on the real, you call them girls, and I can relate.
I love that bit of his.
I can relate.
I'm about to talk to him, get him on his so he can tell it.
But me and porn has got to get a divorce because I need to feel some real skin in this motherfucker that's beside my palm or my hands. Palmolive do dishes, but I can't keep doing my own.
What's the thing? I heard like I seen this shit in the movie. That was like sit on your left hand, let it go numb. It's stranger danger.
Stranger.
Stranger danger.
Me and both my hands know each other very well.
Left hand, is that you?
You know, when you start doing a two-hander just because you bored, that ain't... Motherfucker, that's the last threesome I had. That wasn't awkward at all. I don't know why.
Fuck. All right, man. We on the tail end of this. Mo, you got anything you want to say? Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for having me over here.
No
This
problem.
was great. I really enjoyed this.
I appreciate you coming through.
And I love this whole setup. The Will Hill Show is the shits.
You want to tell people where they can follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me at Charles E. He is me. I think it's some. I can't never remember my IG.
How'd you come up with that? What's the
Charles E. He is me.
Yeah, what's
I
that?
am.
What that mean? What's all that?
Just another way to put it. Because I think somebody had my other name that I had before. You know
I'm
what
slow,
saying?
y'all. My bad.
And then I can't remember the motherfucker. I didn't put that shit up there like 10 years ago. I still can't remember it. But my Facebook is Charles Atwood. And, you know, for Mo Butta, if you're looking for Mo Butta. If you're looking for Otto Butta, who is Mo Butta's twin brother, who he just...
Yeah, how'd you come up with that?
I mean, just a natural, you know what I'm saying, course of events.
What
you
is
know what
it?
I'm saying? Mo Butta actually comes from this cartoon called Chili Willy. Used to play on Woody Woodpecker's show. It's called...
You showing your age. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm 42 years old.
I know, but... I remember Woody Woodpecker. You remember Woody Woodpecker?
Yeah,
Okay.
they used to have another character on there called Chili Willy the
Chili
Penguin.
Willy. You remember that?
And
Okay.
he used to do little stuff, had little adventures out in the cold.
Look, my mama watched this. Mom, when you see this, let me know. No, just play.
So one time he went into this mountain lodge or something like that to get some pancakes. They were serving breakfast. He was hungry and cold. And he went in there and the walrus, he was building up flapjacks. And he asked, you want some more flapjacks? He said, yes. And he was like, you want some butter? Yes. And he said, syrup? Yes. He said, more butter? Mm-hmm. More syrup? Mm-hmm. And that's just where I got that from. Now, Otto Butter, which is Mo Butta's brother, he's just a character with a different kind of personality somewhat, even though they twins.
Otto?
Yeah. Otto, Mateen, Edwin, Butterfield. That's his entire fake
Well,
government
damn.
name.
Okay.
And Mo Butta is Morris Butterfield Jr. the third. You know what I'm saying? His entire fake government name. And Otto actually took over for Mo for a week because Mo didn't feel like doing it. So Otto took over for a week, and it was a little different, just something. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that'll have me continue building characters in this world and write a book or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just as a natural recourse.
Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanna touch on?
Been digging you coming to riddles.
I'm in there. I'm in there like somewhere.
Been digging it, and Will Hill, like we was over there Monday, and they was expecting Mo Butta to be laughing more, but Will Hill took over the duties. He found a lot of stuff funny, but he was over there. He was like, "Oh, y'all just ain't gonna."
Yeah, man, fuck them. Fuck them.
Y'all ain't gonna acknowledge my laugh.
Nobody give a fuck about my laugh.
Laughing. I wasn't laughing, and even when he was laughing, they thought it was me laughing. And I wasn't even in laugh mode because I was Otto. You know what I'm saying? Mo wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck out of here. They ain't give a fuck about my laughs. They just kept on looking for Mo Butta laughs and shit. Fuck no.
I'm gonna start charging.
Hey, real quick, one quick random thing. I had ran back across this on Facebook. You know the term Uncle Tom?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that was supposed to mean something.
An insult?
No, it was not an insult at first. It was like they call a Tom turkey a tough turkey. So Uncle Tom was a tough black man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they switched the whole narrative on our ass to mean, a sellout. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because Uncle Tom was actually a person that helped black people.
Right.
Historically. But you know what I'm saying, how it is when it comes to us in history, sometimes we don't necessarily get all the facts, and then when something passed down to another, that game, the telephone game.
Yeah.
By the time something passed down, it's
It's
completely
it's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, like this was again another deliberate act because there was a book. So? No, it was a book called Uncle Tom's Cabin. It was written by a white woman because black people couldn't write back then. Not because they didn't have the ability; they just wasn't allowed to.
I actually saw that book somewhere. I saw it.
Yeah, no. So this was before any copyrights and stuff like that. So white people read it, didn't like it because it was saying, this Uncle Tom, the slave, stood up for all the other slaves in front of the master and all of the stuff, and would take on the brunt of what the fuck was going on, and actually was kind of like the Nat Turners, you know what I'm saying? And so a bunch of other authors rewrote the story using the same exact title, same exact cover art, and making Uncle Tom look like a bitch, a sellout.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's way more stories of a false narrative than it was of the original author showing Tom and Uncle Tom in the correct light. So I'm like, yo, that's fucked up.
That's probably usual. I mean, I'm not surprised by something like that.
I forgot what was the actual name for what we would consider Uncle Tom now a sellout. It was something else.
Sambo.
Yeah, Sambo. Look, Mo Butta got the knowledge, yo.
Amos Andy.
A what?
I don't know.
Never mind.
A Stacey Dash.
A Stacey Dash.
I don't know.
No, I just thought I thought that shit was interesting. I thought my listeners would, go look into that. That shit crazy.
Black History is every month.
Fuck you mean? No, I just thought the shit was crazy though to change. Did you know that shit, Curtis? That's
I heard it, but I never looked into it.
yeah.
Uncle Tom is basically a house Negro.
No.
That's what they wanted us to
right,
do.
yeah.
No, I'm saying the current definition.
Right. What Samuel Jackson was in Django is an Uncle Tom. He was a sellout. You know what I'm saying? He was telling it, to.
That wasn't the original.
No. Because actually, it was Dick Gregory who was talking about it, and he was saying like, the fuck, like, what do you call? He said the Tom turkey. It's a tough turkey. This motherfucker, you trying to hunt and kill a bitch, but he won't fucking die. And then what do you call a Tom girl? That's a tough ass girl. So why the fuck all of a sudden for Uncle Tom it means something weak?
Cause he a black man. That didn't
And on that note,
that didn't buy no black Air Force Ones.
make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. Simply Just Will. Make sure y'all following us. Third Post Media. Post like the heartbeat, not what would I be saying? Post, POST, plus. They be saying a whole bunch of dumbass shit. Third Post Media, and we out.
Tag it and share it.